Emma, a 12-year-old girl with a knack for curiosity, sits in her room. The walls are covered with posters of space exploration, gadgets, and famous inventors. Her desk is cluttered with wires, screws, circuit boards, and an assortment of electronic components. On this particular afternoon, she's working on her latest project, a simple electric circuit meant to light up a bulb. Her brow furrows as she connects the last wire and presses a switch. She waits, expecting the small light bulb to glow, but nothing happens. Emma sighs, visibly frustrated. She scribbles notes in her notebook, jotting down what she believes went wrong. As the room grows dim with the setting sun, her frustration grows. Emma hears footsteps approaching. Her mother enters the room, sensing her daughter's frustration. Emma's mom watches her for a moment and gently says, "It's okay, Emma. You'll figure it out. Even the best inventors hit roadblocks." Emma, though still discouraged, nods. "I know, Mom. It's just, I thought it would work this time." Her mom replies, "Remember what I told you about Edison? He didn't invent the light bulb on his first try. He failed many times, but he didn't give up, and neither will you." Emma's mom leaves the room, and Emma, despite her exhaustion, feels a tiny spark of hope reignite. Emma returns to her desk, staring at the failed circuit. She pulls out a book on basic electronics and reviews the steps she took, hoping to find the mistake. She swaps a few wires and tests the circuit again. She presses the switch, waiting for the bulb to glow, but again, nothing happens. She throws down the wires in frustration. "Why won't this work?" she mutters under her breath. Emma slumps in her chair, staring at the unlit bulb. The glow of her tablet catches her attention, and she scrolls through videos of young inventors successfully building circuits. "Maybe I'm just not cut out for this," Emma whispers to herself, feeling a sense of self-doubt creeping in. She looks at the small pile of failed projects in the corner of her room. There's the robot arm that never moved properly, the drone that wouldn't fly, and the solar car that barely made it down the driveway. Emma stares at them, feeling like she's just adding another failure to the list. Later that evening, as Emma sits silently at the dinner table, her mom notices her unusually quiet mood. After a few moments, Emma's mom asks, "So, what happened today? Still working on that circuit?" Emma shrugs. "It didn't work. I've tried everything, but I just can't get the bulb to light up." Her mom sits next to her and smiles. "Remember what I said about Thomas Edison?" Emma nods, barely looking up from her plate. "Yeah, but he was a genius. I'm just stuck." Her mom gently takes her hand. Edison wasn't a genius because he got everything right on the first try. He became one of the greatest inventors because he failed over 1,000 times. What mattered was that he didn't stop trying. Emma listens quietly. Her mom continues. "He once said, 'I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work.' Maybe you just found a few ways that won't work. Keep going." Emma nods slowly. The story of Edison sticks with her, planting a seed of perseverance in her mind. The next day at school, Emma is still deep in thought about her failed circuit when her teacher, Mrs. Peterson, makes an exciting announcement. "Class, I'm happy to tell you that our annual science fair is coming up in 3 weeks." Mrs. Peterson says, her voice filled with enthusiasm. The room buzzes with excitement. Students immediately start chatting about potential projects, but Emma remains silent, lost in her thoughts. "We'll be assigning mentors for anyone who needs help," Mrs. Peterson continues, "so don't worry if you feel stuck. This is a chance to learn, experiment, and show your creativity." A week after the science fair, Emma's mind is buzzing with new possibilities. The success of her solar-powered light has filled her with confidence, and she can't wait to start on her next project. She sits at her desk, flipping through her notebook, thinking about what she wants to invent next. She starts sketching ideas, perhaps a more advanced solar project, or maybe a small robot that can help around the house. As she draws, her mind wanders back to Edison's story. His persistence inspired her once, and she knows that no matter what challenges lie ahead, she has the strength to keep going. I wonder what Edison would invent today, Emma says to herself with a grin. Maybe I can invent something that would have amazed even him. Inspired by her recent success, Emma decides to take on a more ambitious project, a solar-powered phone charger. She knows it will be a challenge, but she's ready for it. She spends days researching, gathering materials, and experimenting with different designs. At times, things don't go as planned, some designs fail, and some materials don't work as expected. But Emma isn't discouraged. She's learned from her last project that failure is part of the process. Each setback is just another opportunity to learn and improve. She stays up late, tinkering with circuits, soldering wires, and adjusting the solar panels. She faces challenges, but her determination never wavers. After weeks of hard work, Emma finally finishes her solar-powered charger. She brings it outside, placing it under the sun and waiting for the battery to charge. Her heart races as she plugs her phone into the charger. For a moment, nothing happens, and Emma feels a familiar sense of doubt creeping in. But then, the screen of her phone lights up, indicating that it's charging. Emma lets out a cheer of triumph. She did it again. The feeling of success is even sweeter this time because she knows the challenges were greater. Emma's confidence continues to grow, and soon, her friends at school start asking about her projects. One day, Jenny approaches her during lunch. "Emma, I heard you made a solar phone charger. That's so cool. Can you show me how to make one?" Emma smiles, feeling a sense of pride. She realizes that her journey isn't just about inventing. It's about inspiring others too. She agrees to help Jenny with her own science project, sharing the knowledge she's gained through her own experiences. The two girls spend afternoons working together on new ideas, and Emma feels a deep sense of fulfillment in teaching others. Emma's fascination with Thomas Edison deepens as she continues to learn about his inventions and contributions. One evening, while doing research, she stumbles upon a biography that details Edison's work on motion pictures.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more fun songs as well as interesting and enjoyable stories.